It's fucking hot. I just want to get naked. Come out here and just do it naked. What do y'all think? Probably not legal on any account, right? Let's not get in trouble with this. As funny as it would be for me to get bucket ass naked over here and not suffer from how fucking hot it is. All right. Here we go. So we are in the middle of installing a Motodynamics Fender Eliminator kit. Here's what it looks like. And we are also in the middle of installing a Motodynamics tail light because we want to replace the OEM one. For one, I don't want to use this. All right. I don't like how this looks, and most people don't. And I don't want to use the stock turn signals either. I want the turn signals to be built into the bike. So that's where we're starting. Okay. So now that you know what I'm up to, let me go ahead and get me a little bit of water real quick, and then we'll start figuring it out. Luckily for us, most of the stuff's pretty easy. All right, let me go ahead and figure out which one's the Fender Eliminator kit. I think it's this one right here. Matter of fact, it has to be this one. This one's the one that has the light that goes on top of it. Check, check. All right, this plug goes on there, and let's see where this gets routed into. I'll go ahead and show you a picture of this so y'all can see. The instructions is literally one page for installing this. It tells you what to do, and it tells you the parts that you have here. So if you're ever curious, here you go. Here's the diagrams. I'm not using these because I'm not using the factory garbage shit. We're not using aftermarket shit either. We're using a literal tail light that has it built in, all right? Okay, so it looks like they have their own 4 screws that come up through the bottom, and then the nuts go on the top. So we will work on that. Let's see here. I guess all I will need is the light itself here. So let's see, this part, I don't know if we need, hold on. I'll tell you right now. Oh, this seems pretty self-explanatory. Okay, these use little LEDs, so they actually saran wrap all their pieces. I don't know if that's because of COVID-19 or what, but here we are, guys, here we are. Hope y'all are doing well during the pandemic. It's a trying time for everybody, I'm sure. For me included, I'm not a big fan of actually, the reason why I got into motorcycles, quick story. No, I don't like to get into too many stories, but quick story, the reason why I got into motorcycles was because of this pandemic. We got tired of staying home. So there is exactly why I am now moto vlogging, which I'm not that popular, obviously. There's only like a handful of people that watch me, but you know, we're gonna go ahead and move those out of the way. Let's see, where do you go? A little tiny baby little washer that I can barely even see. We're gonna put these washers on the back. I will go ahead and once I get these washers lined up and these things put on here so y'all can see, I will go ahead and show you how tiny these things are. Now I'd be doing this in front of you, but it's so small it's kind of hard to work with. Okay, got these hand tightened. Okay, so here's what we got. We got this is our Fender Eliminator kit, right? This replaces that ugly ass thing over there, the little scorpion tail. So this is the LED light that puts light onto your license plate so it can be seen at night. If you want to be an asshole and you want to drive like a dickhead, don't put this on because that's just gonna make it easier for you to get caught. All right. There's only like 2 screws and 2 washers here. So there you go. There's 2 washers on the bottom and then these nuts on top. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these down real quick. And these are tiny, tiny guys, tiny. Let's see here. I'm not sure what size they are, but I would guess that they're about a 7 mil if I had to guess. 7 mil? 7 mil they are. And where is this? We have done a lot already, guys. Seriously. I mean, if you could see the ground right now, the ground's just covered in fucking parts and pieces. It really looks like I've been doing a lot. Okay. Take that 5 mil, put it down here. If you can't tell, I got parts and pieces every damn where. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this really good and give it a couple of, good. Especially if you're on Texas roads, a lot of fucking bumps, alright guys? Just understand that, there's gonna be a lot of bumps. Alright, this thing's on tight, it's not coming off. Okay, there you go. And then, I think all I have to do is, I want to show you all this table real quick, because I know this is important. Okay, so, here's the back of the Fender Eliminator kit. I'm gonna go ahead and press that so you can see. Okay, here's the back. See how the back looks? Here's the front. This is the light right here. You can't really tell because the light quality in here isn't as amazing as it could be, but this is the light that beams onto your license plate. On the back here, 2 screws. It's a washer and a nut on each side, okay? And then there is this. This is the harness. This is where your lights come from. You put it through this hole. See the hole right here? And this is how you route all of the cables that go here. You just put it straight through here, and then you put it up on the bottom of your bike. Boom. You're gonna put the screws through the bottom, and on the top is where the washer and the nut goes for every one of these. The stock ones aren't gonna work. All right, so stock ones aren't gonna work, we know that now, right? So we're gonna take all these stock nuts off. And because I don't like pieces laying around, I'm gonna go ahead and screw them into the stock Fender. Or whatever you want to call it, license plate holder. I'm just gonna call it that because that's exactly what it is. Stock license plate holder, which is disgusting by the way. Okay. Okay. That way we don't lose these screws, alright guys? We want to make sure we're keeping things separated, that way we don't screw anything up. Now we're going to move our knife over here. And we need to get into this box over here. Alright. Here's the accessory pack that it comes with. These are pretty self-explanatory which ones go where. We aren't using these. These are to put on the stock lights. If I want to put the stock lights on, you put those grommets into here and that's it. And you route the wires through that same spot. Now we're not doing that, naturally. Because I think the stock ones look disgusting, personally. Kawasaki did really well with everything else, but I think they, kind of failed on that aspect. I mean, it may just be me, but I can't stand it. I know a lot of people can't stand the look of that stock grossness. Almost everybody replaces it almost immediately. A lot of videos you'll find will also say that. All right. Now I'm going to assume the longest ones are the ones we use here, just because of how far it has to go. It has to go through here. And all that shit. Okay. So, what you're gonna need here, if you look at our picture, it says the nut goes on top, screw goes on the bottom, washer goes on top. So, you'll have it like this. You'll have long screw, washer sits on top, and the nut sits on top, and this goes through the bottom of your bike into here, boom, and then you just tighten it up. There you go. Whew. Naturally, it's hotter than hot right now. All right, let's see what we got. So we got these. We need to find our wiring harness here. There should be a wiring harness around here somewhere. Where's Where's the wiring harness? Ah, there it is. Anyways, I don't think it matters. It's, okay, white to white, black to black. That's probably what we're looking at here. These are pretty self-explanatory, guys. Plug the color into the color, right? White goes to white, black goes to black. That's it. And if you're confused, somewhere on this instruction panel or on page, wherever you want to call it, should say. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'll show you where it says it too. Connect the license plate. Oop, I caught you guys, don't worry. There we go. Go ahead and bring this over here a little bit. Put our holder on here somehow. You're supposed to be holding it. Hold it, chair. Hold it, hold it. Naturally, it's gonna flop around like that. All right, there we go. So right here, I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm gonna bring it as close as I can. See where it says, then connect the license plate, light adapter, harness, and feed through center larger hole, white and white, black and black. So, show you what that looks like. If you pull this out a little bit, you'll see the wire is white or the wire is black. And if you look at this, if you look really close, you'll see white on the bottom, black on top. So naturally, all you do is just push this in and it should snap in. See if we can get that in front of y'all here. Here you go. All you do is just push it in. Boom. Push it in. There you go. White's connected to white. Now we're going to connect the black to black. Here we go. Now push it in. There we go. Now it may not go perfect, but you know, you do the best you can. There you go. Now it's connected. That's it. That's all you need to do. Now you come up through the bottom. Right here. It goes all the way through. Boom. All the way through. And then all you do is push it up and connect it together. Now I am doing a rear light as well, so I have to do a little bit of extra steps, but you know, we'll take care of that as we go, naturally. We're gonna be super careful about this because there's a fucking wire harness that they zip tied, of course. And what do I think about that? They're just like trying to make this easier. Cut the shit out of yourself. There you go. Take that zip tie the fuck off and out of here. There we go. There we go. It helps to have a really sharp knife, guys. For anything related to this, it helps to have a really fucking sharp knife. Okay, so this wiring harness is going to go through this side, under here, under the OEM one. Boom. And it's going to snap back in like that. Boom, boom, snapped in. Now, your turn signals, left and right turn signal, they're going to tell you what colors each one is, and you're going to snap the parts in, and you're going to plug it in. This one right here, the triple, goes under. You'll see a little harness that's plugged in down here, and you just plug it straight in, boom. Now, my recommendation for you is, once you get all this stuff situated, before you put any of your plastics back on or any of that shit, plug your batteries in and put your bike on the on position and check all your lights and make sure they're all plugged in correctly, because it is really easy to fuck this up. Just so you know, it's really easy to fuck it up. You plug the wrong thing in the wrong spot, and then you have to take all the shit back off. And, you know, it's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work. So we got that situated. Now we're going to go ahead and get these all situated here. Now we know it goes there, so I think what we'll do is go ahead and pick this up and connect it to the stop thing here, which means I need to start putting together those, where did they go? Appears that I put 2 screws in my pocket here. Very good picture. This is why, precisely why I say you need to pay attention to all your parts because it's very easy to lose pieces there. Anyways, so we got all that lined up here. That's good to go. We got this bad boy plugged in. That means the thing's ready to go there. Now, we have a couple of screws here. We got one of these. We need a big ass washer, check, and a nut. We're gonna set these up right here, ready to go. All the pieces we need. Should be 4 washers, 4 nuts, and 4 bolts. So, the cool thing is they use the same nuts for every single part of this. Just like that, guys. Boom. Now I'm missing one of them because it's floated around here somewhere. Probably is in my pocket to be fair. But there we go. I got everything. And if need be, I have smaller ones because I guess they think that there's a possibility that you have a smaller or a shorter gap, which is exactly what's going on over here. We'll take a look. I want to make sure this thing sits flush first before we even fuck with it. Let's make sure you fit and flush there in Motodynamic. I'm sure you do because y'all are such an amazing brand for everything else. So why would that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a flush, guys. It looks fucking amazing. Don't worry, I'll give y'all a before and after view too. Oh yeah, I can see how gross it looks. Okay, so I need screw. Honestly, I think I could just use the small screws. I don't think I need the big screws for this. Just let's see if they have this. If they have smaller ones, we might use smaller ones because the smaller ones are. No, we need bigger ones. I need the bigger washers for sure. Okay. So, we already know how this goes. We're going to pull this up and we'll just hand tighten it and hold it up with that. So, that should keep it nice and organized here because I don't like it being dirty, guys. I'm going to plug one in this bottom hole here. Check. We're going to put the washer on. Check. And then, let's put the nut on. Let's put the washer on, actually. Now, if it looks like my glasses are falling off, that's because they actually are. My nose tends to sweat quite a bit, apparently. And that's just a testament of how hot it is here. Here in South Texas. South Texas is very hot at all times of the year, apparently. Now, we do get snow like once in a blue moon too, so sometimes I'll throw a wrench in the plan here. Still, my riding season is going to be year round. All the driving and snow is sure going to be an experience, I'm sure. Okay. I'm sure people from up north are going to go like, yeah, it ain't shit. Well, guess what? I lived up north for 4 years in Virginia while I was in the military, so that'll give you a clue of if I know about snow or not. Snowed every fucking day for a while there, actually. Seemed like every time we went on deployment, it was snowing. I was like, geez, can't catch a fucking break over here, can we? The answer was no, we couldn't. Alright, I don't feel any pieces there. Well, let's look at our wiring harness here for the other part, because we definitely need to get that situated. Check. Oh, this is voltage stabilization. It's only if you need it. Okay, we don't need that. We're probably gonna put this Motodynamic sticker somewhere on there. What do y'all think, guys? We got 2 of them. Put them on the 636 somewhere. Blue goes to blue, yellow goes to yellow. And the blue one goes to black, and the yellow one goes to gray. All right, this is, yeah, guys, this is the harness right here, okay? So, see how it's yellow, black, blue, black? In the instructions, it tells you where they need to go, all right? So, there you go. These are the same type of connectors. We just plug them straight in. Yellow goes to yellow, blue goes to blue. So we're gonna come over here. Yellow to yellow. There we go. I'll push it in as hard as we can here. Naturally, these things aren't gonna always work perfect with you. Oh, come on, get in there. Boom. I think we are connected. Check, check. Yellow to yellow, now blue to blue. All right, now these things aren't easy to work with always, so do your best. They may fold and bend around a little bit when you're doing it, but don't worry, you got it. All right, now, there we go. We got yellow to yellow, blue to blue. Now on the instructions, we read the instructions. Why? Reading instructions is important, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right. So, it says blue, the blue black one plugs into black. Okay? So here's blue black. Here we go. Now we're gonna plug it into this wiring harness in here. Well, first let's get our tail light plugged in. Check. Tail light plugged in. Okay. Blue black goes into black. Okay? Blue black into black. I can't show you this because I got a really big rubber cover for all these fucking electronics. Check. And for yellow plugs in where? Yellow plugs in to gray. So there we go. We got gray and we got yellow. Yellow goes into gray. Check. Boom. Now, the only other things I need to plug in are this right here. This big ass fucking thing. I'm not even sure what this is for. I think I read that this was related to our exhaust. Okay, so if you don't plug that in, you're gonna code. All right. It's gonna give you an engine code and you're gonna have to drive like 100 miles with everything plugged in correctly before it resets. That's how it was on my 650 at least. Just so y'all know. So we got this all plugged in nice and good. So we're gonna tuck it in away. Out of a fucking way, I guess. We're gonna see if we can find that other fucking screw, which where the fuck did I put it? Naturally, when I say take pictures of everything, I gotta look and lose the some of these, so here we go. Oh, where did we put you? And it's probably over here with all this junk, right? Right. There it is. Yep. It's exactly where I left it. Good thing, because I didn't want to have to use a small screw with all the big ones. So we're gonna plug this in, we're gonna put the washer right. I'll give you all a top view once I get done with all this so y'all can see what it looks like. This is really simple, guys. Trust me. Trust me when I say it. It's really, really simple. Herein lies the fucking problem, though. I think I can get one of these. Let's get the big one. We can get our ratchet in there, pretty sure. What size did I say that damn thing was? It is a small one, it's a big one. That's just 10, right? Is it 10? Feels like a 10. It's a 10. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and plug our thing in here. Get our 10 there. Actually, see if we got a small, a big 10. Where's 10? 10, 10, 10. Here we go. Put it on the big one. Now, we'll put an extension right here, 2 fits. Extension. Get in there, 10. Alright, ratchet. We got one of these. Now, if I remember correctly, their screws use a 5. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make sure it doesn't turn. Okay, I'm gonna come around the bottom here. Okay, so it is right. Okay. Oh, this rear end's gonna look so good, guys. This rear end's gonna look so fucking good. So much better than it did before. I don't know about y'all, but the stock shit just does not look good ever. Maybe it's just me. I don't mind this chrome buffer though. I guess that's probably the only thing I like out of everything they have here. Naturally. Boy, these tires are big, man. These tires are massive compared to the other bike. Let's go ahead and get this bottom one here. The last one. Tighten it up real good. Make sure you get it rattle loose. Last thing you want is to have this motherfucker come apart. Okay, that's the goal. Feels good. Everything feels tight. I'm gonna double check all the screws, obviously. You want to make sure it's on tight. You don't want to have to come back and fucking redo this, guys. You don't want it falling off while you're fucking driving either. That would be a fucking disaster, right? Okay. They feel